Black belt chokes black woman for fun in karate class. Seconds later, he's screaming for mercy. Stop. She can't breathe. But Derek just grinned, tightening the choke like it was part of the show. To him, it was a joke. To her, it was the last insult she'd ever let slide. The room shifted. Her stance changed. In one blink, he was the one gasping, eyes bulging and tapping for mercy. Nobody saw it coming. Not from the quiet black woman they all ignored. But this wasn't just a sparring match. It was a reckoning. The day a black belt learned what real power looks like. Welcome, story lovers. Drop your city in the comments and hit like if this pulled you in. Amira was quiet. She didn't seek attention. She earned respect in silence. At 26, she had just moved to a new town, enrolled in a local martial arts dojo, and showed up early. Stayed late. The instructors thought she was just another beginner, despite the way she moved with precision and control. Oh, but Amira had a past, one she never talked about. Raised by a late father who had trained elite defense forces overseas, her skills ran deep, though she kept them hidden. All she wanted was peace, healing, a place to breathe. But peace isn't always granted when you're a black woman in a space built on ego and dominance. Some saw her calm nature as weakness. One man in particular, Derek, saw her as an easy target. For fun. What started as routine sparring would soon shift into something much darker. And the dojo would never forget what happened next. Derek was the kind of man who loved an audience. A high-ranking black belt with a loud mouth. He thrived on control, especially over people he didn't respect. And he didn't respect Amira not because of her skills, which he never bothered to assess, but because of her silence, her skin, and her refusal to feed his ego. During class, he'd make subtle comments under his breath. "It's soft. You're in the wrong sport. That GI looks stolen." Most laughed nervously. Some looked away. No one intervened. Then came the demo match. Derek asked to spar with Amira. The instructor nodded, amused. As they bowed, Derek smirked. What happened next felt more like a performance than practice. He lunged aggressively, knocked her off balance on purpose, and whispered, "Let's make this fun." Then he did something that stunned the room. He wrapped his arm around her neck in a mock chokehold, laughing, tightening, not to train, but to humiliate. Amira didn't resist, not at first. She just looked at him, calm, unreadable. And then something shifted. A crackle in the air, a tension no one could name. Everyone in that dojo would soon witness something unforgettable. The moment a predator became prey. In less than 2 seconds, Derek was off his feet. Amira twisted her body, broke his hold, and in a fluid motion, reversed the choke. He gasped, eyes wide. She didn't scream. She didn't flinch. Just locked him in a move so advanced, even the instructor stepped forward in disbelief. Derek clawed at the mat, tapping wildly, but Amira held just long enough to make her point. Then she released him, his face red, voice hoarse, body trembling. The room was dead silent. No laughter now, no more jokes. And for the first time, Derek looked scared, not of Amira's strength, but of the truth. He wasn't the strongest in the room, he was just the loudest. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It helps. After that day, everything changed. Amira didn't speak about it, not to the instructor, not to the other students. She didn't need to. Respect was earned in silence, and now even the loudest mouths stayed quiet. Derek left the dojo within a week. Some said it was a shame. Others said fear. But Amira stayed, kept showing up, kept training. Because she never came to prove herself. She came to reclaim something stolen long ago. Dignity in a world that tried to strip it away. Her story isn't just about a chokehold. It's about being underestimated, disrespected, and finally rising. Not in anger, but with power earned over a lifetime. So ask yourself, how many more Amiras are out there? Waiting, watching, ready? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos. Take care.